So I think I'm gonna make this pretty quick. This isn't like an update video I wanted to make or ever expected making. It's been a weird couple of days in terms of like what's going on. There's been like basically like a family emergency, if one would say, um, and it's very it's fucking weird. It's never something like I've experienced, or I don't think my family or like it's just for as far back as I can remember, we've never had like a family emergency ish situation. But yeah, a lot of you guys don't know that I have a brother, or if you guys do know that, he's never really in the videos. Basically, what happened is um, to not even go into deep detail because I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. He just like wasn't acting like himself. Turns out it was an actual issue. At first, I was like, oh, maybe he's just he was just being very positive and outgoing, which is always a good thing. I just thought he was making an extra step in trying to be positive and outgoing and stuff. And then he starts doing just things that are not with his personality. He basically just wasn't himself. Like I couldn't recognize my brother after a certain point. So on Sunday, today is Wednesday. On Sunday, we took him to the hospital. Turns out the issues was like more serious than it seemed. Like we just thought, oh, are you on drugs? Like just jokingly. But turns out, it wasn't, and it's actually a serious type situation. But the first couple days were spent wondering. Here's the thing, I don't like not knowing. I don't think anybody likes not knowing, and I sure as hell for one don't like not knowing what is wrong. Like, what if it's a medical thing, what's going on with my brother, and like they didn't know for I don't know how long. I didn't know for sure, nobody knew for sure like what cause was going on, but his personality completely changed just like that. Keep in mind he has no history of mental anything. Yeah, while he was in the hospital, I know I'm being very vague right now because I'm trying to just not talk about it as much, but this is just an update video. But while he was, I couldn't even visit him in the hospital because, not because I wasn't allowed to, but because I literally could not look him in the eyes, or I couldn't have a normal conversation with him because, like, I didn't recognize my brother. It's like, this is the same body, but it's not the same personality, and that scared the fuck out of me. What we've learned so far recently is that, like, whatever's going on, it's a temporary thing, and he'll be okay. And that's why I'm making this video, because I've been trying to like somehow keep myself busy. But that's why I'm making this video, just to let you know my brother will be okay. Um, I don't even know the correct term for whatever the fuck happened, but apparently it's a rare thing that happens at exactly his age. I hate the human body. I'm sorry. I just don't want to talk about it and start crying on camera. It's weird. I just know while all this was happening, while we didn't know what was going on, I literally couldn't even. I walked into the emergency room. I wasn't even in the same room as he was, and I started crying, and I was like, I had to go home. Like I knew I was gonna be a distraction to everyone there who was trying to support. Like it's a weird situation. It's been basically a scary couple of days, and I know it's been scary for my mom. A very strong person, my mom is, but I've never seen her like cry that much. We've just never had to deal with any emergency situation, so it makes me feel bad for any person who's ever had to be in an emergency room for long periods of time. Because for the time that I was there, and I will keep in mind I was not there like every single hour like the rest of my family was, but for the time that I was there, it just felt so negative and so bad. But yeah. Here's the thing. I'd rather have, and this isn't to like be rude to anyone else, but just to show you guys perspective, I'd rather have him lose like a limb or something like that than lose his like personality, because like that's him. Like, like that's his. I don't know how to describe it, but that is him as a person. Like an arm, it's an arm. I'm sorry, but it is an arm. We're almost there. We could have robot arms. He'll be fine. But I'm talking about just him as a person, and just like nobody recognizes him as a person, personality wise. That is a very scary thing. To have someone you love right in front of you and you don't recognize them is a very scary thing. I think I'll have a video tomorrow. I don't know, but Hey, daily vlogging. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for getting this update, and I hope if you guys have a loved one out there that you are not automatically close with, spend time with them, because this is just made me realize how little time I spend with my little brother, and it's like it's horrible. It's not funny. I'm smiling, but yeah, it's scary times.